Hello, EY representatives. We know you've had a long day and have seen lots of presentations. In fact, there's probably starting to blur together. But we're really excited to present you our solution and our recommendations for staff training, a security events calendar, and the technical controls. We believe that our solution together builds a comprehensive cybersecurity system for Pony now and for evolving threats in the future. In fact, who are we? Introducing our team. First, we have Maddie and Zoe, our cybersecure staff trainers, Haiyin, our security calendar designer, and finally, Alan and I, our technical control experts. Maddie will now take you guys through our security awareness training.
Thanks, Rani. The following slides are a brief summary of the important points discussed throughout the staff training session. A link to the extended deck can be found in the Q&A appendix. Social engineering is the act of manipulating individuals to disclose confidential or sensitive information. It acts to exploit the human aspect of a business, as this is generally easier than attacking the company's technological safeguards. Social engineers utilize these cyber attacks to gain confidential data ranging from work-related logins to financial data and company secrets. There are various techniques that social engineers utilize to obtain data. Throughout the training session, each technique is discussed in depth with a range of examples provided. For Pony, the most prominent attacks are spear phishing, watering hole, and pretexting attacks. Low security awareness and complex parallel processes make Pony staff especially vulnerable to spear phishing and pretexting. Both of these could have led to the rootkit being placed on the endpoints. Furthermore, Pony's network is highly desirable, and a successful watering hole attack would allow the hacker to gain access to Pony's network and release sensitive data, such as plot leaks. The key to detecting these attacks is to know when to have your guard up. This training acts to teach employees how to spot a potential attack by identifying the typical indicators of these attacks and how to avoid them. These indicators include anything strange or out of the ordinary, such as someone asking you to bypass standard procedures or someone hindering Pony's standard authentication processes. The training also identifies methods Pony employees can use to prevent social engineering attacks. The slide outlines a few possible prevention tactics, each described thoroughly within the extended training deck. In this case, education of employees is the most important prevention tactic, as once the employees are educated, they can utilize the learned strategies to detect and prevent attacks. Hayun will now introduce a security event calendar to maintain Pony's security awareness throughout the year.
Thank you, Maddie. A security awareness event calendar and table have been created to show various social engineering and cyber security events that we recommend Pony to implement throughout the year. Firstly, we recommend annual refresher training every 12 months over 7 days. This program can be adjusted as the threat landscape evolves every year. Secondly, we recommend feature simulation every 6 months to judge the effectiveness of staff training and remedy staff vulnerabilities. For example, Pony staff could choose to attend remediation training while staff test discussions, virtual classrooms, and lecture taught fairly in knowledge and skills gap relating to security awareness in the company. Random table meeting will be held on Friday every week to remind existing employees and familiarize new employees with workplace culture. Finally, a biannual security celebration is a fun way to reward and remind employees about cybersecurity concerns and main security awareness. A major component of security training is finding the right balance between training goals and possibly dangerous staff awareness levels. The largest consumption of training was at the loss of employee productivity, and then tenant feature simulations of around 17,000 per year. However, these expenditures are in the best interest of the company given the current significant lack of staff awareness and longer-term security costs. Now I will hand over to Rainy, who will discuss technical controls.
Thank you, Hayun. Our team has identified technical controls across endpoint protection, monitoring, and overall security. We seek to rectify the immediate security vulnerabilities and create a scalable internal security framework that's able to adapt and mitigate the risks of an evolving threat landscape. For endpoint security, we recommend network access controls, application controls, and physical security controls. For Pony's possibly severe authentication and endpoint security checking and monitoring vulnerabilities, we specifically recommend the network access controls of antivirus and rogue system detection, and the application controls of host-based firewalls and application whitelisting. We also recommend a review of the physical security controls by hardening devices and establishing a chain of custody for any necessary removable devices. Our recommended controls account for managing a large volume of devices with a small security team by automating much of the security monitoring and patch management after the initial setup. For monitoring controls, we seek to establish a cloud-based email filtering system, proxy servers for web monitoring and control, and a security information and event management system to centralize all network information. These controls will feed back into an overall data loss prevention strategy across the main communication channels of web, email, and network, and facilitate the tracking, analysis, and auditing for threats now and in the future, allowing us to adapt our system to threats or new vulnerabilities. We also suggest establishing a VPN for internal network authentication and remote access, as well as starting a cyber supply chain risk initiative. This is critical for Pony due to the high number of inputs and outputs in the film distribution industry, and it ensures their continued cybersecurity in the future. As with a combination of endpoint monitoring and overall data security controls, we help Pony support their staff to protect their network from data leaks in the present, as well as make preparations for security in the future. In conclusion, we have recommended a targeted staff training program, a thorough and balanced security events calendar, and the framework of technical controls to uplift Pony security, both human and technical, both now and in the future. We will now open the floor for questions.